Hey there TRW crew, this is Mike of the Rhinestone World. Just want to give you a quick tutorial on this decal fundraising pack. If you're looking at this product, it might be because you're interested in starting a decal business and just need to get your foot in the door. And so that's what this pack is designed to do. It's designed to help you reach out to organizations, schools, gymnastics clubs in your area, whatever it might be, and say who you are and what you can do for these organizations. So this is actually a Word document. So this is Microsoft Office Word, and it's compatible with 2007, 2010, and 2013. And you'll see here on the first page, this is just a simple cover letter. Again, introducing yourself, explaining, giving a brief overview of what you can do for the organization. The nice thing about this being a Word document is that it's fully customizable. You can edit anything here pretty much on the page. You may not want to mess with some of the formatting stuff, but simple text like this, and we've bracketed areas that you're going to want to change and customize. So for instance, in the opening sentence it says, thank you for your interest in your company's name fundraising program. So we could put the Rhinestone World here. And of course you won't want to put the Rhinestone World, you'll want to put your company's name. And there you go. Now pretty much all this other information should relate to you. If you read it over and you think there's something you want to change, you're welcome to change it there and customize it however you see fit. You'll see over here in the right top hand corner, it says replace with logo, and this is just simply an image that we put up there to designate space for your logo. And now all you need to do, real easy to change that, is you want to go over here, hover over it. I left clicked on this to select it. Now I want to right click on it and go to change picture in the menu. Now it's going to ask me where I want to choose, what picture I want to change it with. So I'm going to say from a file. Okay, so now I'm on my computer and you just want to find the place where your picture is. So mine is in Decal Fundraising Pack folder, and right here we've got a logo. And now you may want to resize your logo. You can see this one's a little bit small, so you can grab the handlebars here, left click, and just expand it. Now you'll notice that it's going to allow me to change the length and the width. If you want to change or maintain your proportions rather, there's a simple way to do that in Word. All you want to do is hover over, hold down the Shift key, left click, and then resize your design right there, your logo. Now I've got it resized perfectly. I can put it where I want, and we're ready to go. And now you're going to want to read over this again because there might be fields like, for instance, here at the bottom, you'll want to change this to your signature. And there you go. You got yourself a cover letter. The next page is just 3 reasons why your potential organization, your partner, your customer should choose you. And you see there's no risks is a really great reason. There's no leftover inventory, sunk costs if maybe you're working with a school and none of the students sell anything. There's no risks on the school's end. It's easy. This is customizable. These are customizable decals, stuff that the members of their organization are going to want. And also, it's more than a decal. You're helping bring a community together, an organization together through support and fellow encouragement. You know, putting your son or daughter's decal with their name, their position, whatever it may be on their car. Just building the spirit of the organization. So there are some reasons there. Then you're going to see the numbers here. So this is just a breakdown of what your organization potentially has to profit with partnering with you. And now these are our numbers. These are recommended numbers. But again, the nice thing is that you can change them. So for instance, right now it says if you buy or sell, this is referring to your organization that you might work with. So let's say it's a school. If the school sells 11 to 25 decals, their return right now is stated at 25%. Now, if you're selling the decal for $10, that means that their margin, what they're going to profit, is $2.50. And now your cost, or the organization's cost, is $7.50. Okay, they're making $2.50 off of each decal that's sold. And that means that they're going to raise, with 11 to 25, they're going to raise anywhere between $28 and $63. Okay. Now, you can change this, though. Let's say you want to do 20%. There you go. I just clicked in there with my cursor, edited that. That means that their margin now is going to be $2, and their cost is going to be $8. All right, and then at $2 per decal. If they sold 20 or 11 decals, that means they're going to make $22. And if they sold 25 decals, it's 50. And there you go. So now we just adjusted it. And then you can see here at the bottom we have an infograph that hopefully just helps the organization understand how easily they can make money partnering with you. So for instance, it gives them a scenario. It says, just think, if each person in your group sells only 5 decals, a 12-person group will raise $240. So what does it mean? What are we doing with the math here? Well, 12-person group selling 5 decals. So you have 12 times 5. That means 60 decals were sold by the organization. Well, 60 decals falls into this category right here, between 51 to 100 decals. And they're getting a profit of $4 per decal with that range. Okay? So if they sold 60 decals with a $4 profit, that means that they're making $240. Right, now let's say it's a 25-person group and each person sells only 5 decals. That's not that much. Only probably between just friends and family, you can easily sell 5 decals. Okay, so now if it's 25 people selling 5 decals each, we're looking at 125 decals total. Now 125 falls into this tier right here. And that means they're making 50%. They have a 50% margin, $5 per decal at a $10 unit price. Okay, so now if it's 25 people times 5 decals, 125 decals, times a $5 margin, you're looking at $625. Okay, and then you can see so on and so forth. It continues all the way on to here. And right here, you have a 200-person group at 5 decals a piece person. That means you're selling 1,000 decals. And at this point, you might want to negotiate some sort of a special rate for them. It says right here, contact us about special pricing for orders over 500 decals. Obviously, that's a very large order, and you might want to negotiate a price with them. In this calculation, we just assume that they're getting a 65% return or profit margin on that. But you could change that. You can negotiate to less or more if you'd like. Again, the great thing about this being a Word document is it's completely editable. If you want to change the values in this infographic, all you got to do is double-click here, okay, and it's going to bring out this outline. Okay, and this is what you're going to want to edit here on the left. So you'll see, let's say you want to change this to a 10-person group. Boom, you just edit it right there. If you want to change this to a 30-person group, edit it, and you'll see that it updates the value right here. Real easy to do. Now, of course, you'll have to change these numbers and redo the calculations if you're going to edit the amount of people that are in each stage here. Okay, so that's that page. Now, moving on down, this is basically your catalog to your designs, and we're giving you all of these designs included with this pack. Okay, so not only are you getting the information that you need to talk with the school, but you're also, or whatever organization it may be, but you're also getting designs to get started. Okay, so again, this says $10 for each of these. You can change it. Maybe people in your area are willing to pay $15 for each of this. Maybe you have to sell them for $8. Whatever it may be. I mean, part of running your own business is just getting to know your demographic, figuring out what price you should set things at. Just, rule of thumb is it's easier to set it too high and then lower the price than it is to do the reverse. So if you're not sure, I would start a little high. If people aren't buying, you can always lower it. It's a lot harder, though, if you start out with a low price to then raise your price later. So now each of these designs, which you'll see these in your order, you'll have each of these designs in your order, are using the magic envelope tool. So you TRW Stone Wizards out there, users out there, this is going to be really easy for you, and there are tutorials on how to use the magic templates, but you actually can just take your text, type it in, type your text out to the side, and then it'll automatically insert it into these spaces, okay, that you've selected. So you'll have your top arch, your bottom arch text, and what you want to do here is you want to specify, these are one color decals, okay? You want to specify what color it is on this order form. So let's just say white, for instance. White is an easy color to use, easy to work with, really neutral color. Looks good on Windows. So maybe white. And the nice thing about doing one color is, again, when you're starting out, you don't want to have to wait till you get every order in to figure out how much vinyl you need to get, what colors you need to get. If you're only doing one color, then you know you can stock up on the vinyl. Okay, so you can stock up on some sign vinyl, and then it's just figuring out which designs you need to use. Okay, so that, again, what we're trying to do is make this as simple as possible for you to get started and for you to make money. So you can select your color down there, and then again, we've got a place for your logo. Just right click, change picture, choose from file. You want to insert your logo. I'm going to hold shift and resize this. And there you go. Now you can hand this out, and you're going to want to hand this out with the next page. This is your custom order form here. Okay? So your custom order form corresponds to your designs up here. You got top arch, bottom arch. So this is where the person buying the decal is going to want to fill out their name. Then they're going to put their top arch, bottom arch text, how many decals they want, and then the SKU number, which we've already made for you, of each design. Now again, you could change these SKU numbers. You know, if you didn't want DNC, maybe you wanted DAN for dance. You could change that. And then, you know, when the customer fills it out, they'll just put DAN in here. So this order form, again, is customizable. You want to replace your logo here, which we've already done. We'll do that again real quick. And you'll see how quickly and easily you can edit this. It doesn't take long at all. Make that maybe a little bit smaller. And then you'll want to put your address information here. Okay. And an easy way to just replace the text is if you double click on address here, it's going to highlight the whole thing. So I just left, double clicked. So 2 clicks. And then you just start typing. 5103 Lena Road. Okay, double click on city. State, double click. And then since this is 2 words, I'm going to triple click on this for the contact information. Triple click, highlighted the whole thing. Okay. Maybe put a little divider here, include our email address. Double click. And there we go. We've got our order form ready to go, ready to hand out to students, the organization, whoever it may be, and they can start reaching out to the members in their organization and start collecting orders. And now we've actually made a second order form. So this first order form corresponds exactly to the designs we have here. But as you may have seen on the TRW website, we do have other magic templates as well. Okay, magic template designs. And so just go to the TRW website real quick. I'll show you. So let's say this is doing really well, but you want to expand your business. So you can go over here, add some more designs. You go to Design Downloads. You see the first category here is TRW Magic Template Packages. Click on that. And then let's say you really want a baseball pack. You've got baseball is pretty big in your area. You've got some teams over there, and you want to reach out to them. And so you're going to buy this baseball pack. Well, if you look now, and I'll show you another cool trick. If you hit the Windows key and then the right key on your keyboard, okay, so Windows and then the right, it's going to lock that pane, that window to the left. I'm going to click on my Word document, Windows key, left key, and locks it to the left. It's a quick little shortcut tool to split these two windows. So now you can see that this order form actually includes position and number because you've got more envelopes here that you're working with. So you've got your top arch, you've got your bottom arch, but then you also have the number and position and number on the order form. So again, we're just trying to think ahead and say, you know, this may be the only one you want to print up initially is this one color decal fundraising order form. and it doesn't include a position or number, but maybe you expand your business, you want to start adding some other templates, some other designs, and here you go, you got another order form ready to go. And then lastly in this pack is we've got installation instructions for applying the vinyl decal. So you can see here we've got us, this is what the customer is going to get right here. Okay, so you've got your finished decal. We're squeegeeing it here, then we're cleaning off the surface where you're going to apply it. Got us peeling it off, applying it here, and then the finished product. Real easy 6 steps to explain to the customer how to do it. We've got some nice graphics here. And the nice thing too is, let's say you just want to print up a bunch of instructions. Go File, Print. Instead of printing all pages, just click here. You can go Print Current Page, okay? Or you can go Custom Print and just type in the last page, okay? And that way you can just print up one page instead of multiple. And this also, we've tested it out in black and white, and it prints up great. Okay, so if you need more order forms, if you need instructions, and maybe you don't want to print them up in color ink can be costly, you can just print these out in black and white, and they're going to turn out just fine. And we try to use colors also too that are not going to be so dark, so intense, that it's going to drain a lot of your black ink if you're using that. Okay, now lastly, what I want to show you is in the pack we're also including just some business tips. Okay, you'll see this PDF inside your order. Okay, and it's titled Business Tips. This is for you only. You don't want to print this out and give this to your customer. Okay, this is actually taken from our Rhinestone University training guide. Okay, it's a section in there that just talks about, gives you basic marketing tips. A lot of it might be kind of common sense, but just again some tips. Maybe there's things that you haven't thought of here that will help you out. For instance, just questions on planning when doing events. Do you plan to use credit card sales or just cash? Do you need electricity? Do you need to find a way to get extension cords to run some of your machinery if you're going to be cutting stuff on site? Whatever it may be. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe you already have the decals cut ahead of time, or whatever you need to help you do your event. How will people know about your business? Different ways to get flyers out there around the school, and just different ways that you can plan and make sure that you're ahead of the game when you're organizing your business here and reaching out to these schools or organizations. So crew, I hope this helped you and helps give you a better idea of what the Decal Fundraising Pack can do for your business. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Our number is 941-755-1696, or email us at info@therhinestoneworld.com.